Now, I want you to look at the clock. We got all of these tremendous speakers so far in just 1 hour. Now my very close friend Barry Cornwall is going to speak for the next hour. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Barry Cornwall.
Can we hear that a little louder? All at once. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's a privilege to be here today. I'm one of the 9 members of the Council on Aging Board that are appointed by the Board of Selectmen. And I see several other council members here. Will you please raise your hand? Walter Littlefield. Bill Lyons is here. Sheila Gagnon, our newest member. Nancy Goodwin. And Fran Rogers has just retired from our board. Fran, will you put your hand up, please? Okay. Yeah, we're charged with setting policy here, and there's so much that's going through my mind as I think about what has happened here. I think Emmett Smarzow laid out very clearly what the roles of councils on aging are when he said our primary thrust is helping people live in place, stay in their own homes, be a part of the community as much as possible. And everything you've heard here from all these very capable people is geared toward that. As I look around this room, I recognize a lot of faces. And one thing I don't have to say to this particular group is the key is to ask questions. You got a need or know somebody who has, ask. All of you people are in-your-face askers. And that's why I love you so dearly. Okay. You have an opportunity to be our ambassadors. Many of you are familiar with these services. Maybe you've taken advantage of some of them. But you all know somebody who's too shy to ask. Everything here, virtually everything here is funded by federal and state income taxes that we either are paying now or have paid in the past. These services are here for people to use. And we've got 5 people. Is Ed Murphy here? Ed's raising his hand to the back in the center table. He's one of 5 volunteer income tax preparers. There's a tremendous amount of information that was here. You don't have to remember it all. And the way I got through my graduate studies, because I could never remember it all, is I always said to myself, it's not what you know, it's knowing how to ask a reasonable question and figuring out what do I have to do to get the answer. That's the essential skill, and you all are very good at that. I can see it in your eyes, and I know that from having talked with you. So you can be those ambassadors. We all are responsible for each other. I'm a firm believer in that, and I think you've heard that from some other folks. Lastly, it's humbling to be in this building with all these very capable people and with you, and it's an honor to work with you. And don't hesitate to ask a question or introduce me to somebody new, you know, whether it be a basic financial planning problem or an income tax problem or how can I lower my property taxes. We'll find a way to squeeze some money out of the Board of Assessors for you. Thank you.
Tricia Riley, our selectman.
Good afternoon. I'll be very brief. I know it's hard for an attorney to be very brief, but I will. I just wanted to, knowledge is power. And what these people here did for you, they've enabled you to try and find the answers, to try and prevent serious problems from maybe minor problems, to be ready so that perhaps you don't have any of some of the problems that we're going to be facing because of this global economic crisis. So I want to thank Barbara, Carol, and Jim for putting this together. I should say our representative. This is incredible, and this information is all brought to you because of the efforts of these people. So I think they deserve a big round of applause.
Again, I want to thank our guests so much for coming and taking their time. I want to encourage you to go to the information tables and do some networking. And if you want to receive the information of all the contacts, please leave your name on the yellow sheet, which will be up the back of the room. And thanks again for coming.
Please help.